So in this video, a lot of people ask me, how do you create copilots? You know, how do you write the instructions and how do you make sure it does what it's supposed to do? And I say, well, I created a wizard that writes the copilots for me. So here I am inside my PromptROI dashboard, and I am at the Copilot Creator. It's a ChatGPT Copilot Creator. It's basically made up of 7 prompts that will run one after another until it gives me the output I'm looking for. Looks like it takes about 2 minutes to run. Let's go ahead and run it. So let's click run. Now, the only thing it's going to ask me for is, what do you want this Copilot to specialize in? And then we're going to tell it what type of greeting we want the Copilot to greet our users with, right? So pretty straightforward. In this one, I'm going to say specialization is going to be outlining and writing ebooks, including giving them titles and the front and back matter, as well as chapters as full chapters. Everything ebook writing specifically to help the end user write an ebook on a chosen topic fast. Okay. And then here we're going to say, hey, author, let's write your ebook, shall we? What topic do you have in mind? Okay. And then we'll go like this. That's a rhetorical question. And then we'll say run wizard. So this is a wizard. Essentially, a wizard is what? 7 prompts that you can't get that much out of one run, right? So when you run ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or any of these large language models, you can only get so much out of that one run. Well, I don't want to sit here and run these 7 prompts by themselves, right? And I also don't want to go into some complex program that makes it difficult to code out these prompt chains, and that's definitely not my style either, right? I have a lot going on, and you probably do too, and you're probably not a coder. If you are, that's great, but if you are a coder, you can still do this easy without having to worry about coding, right? So let's go to analytics and let's go to wizards. And this is running. You can see Copilot Creator is running. So let's wait till this runs. Okay, so here it is. It finished. Let's see results. And it's going to give us this enhanced instructions for GPT Assistant on ebook writing, which is exciting. We get to go read through this. It's executive summary, quick start guide, key objectives, quick tips, basic editing and formatting tactics, engagement and personalization, detailed instructions, all the way through, all the way down. Oh, so good. Additional considerations, conversational engagement directive. So again, what's the point of this? Well, I mean, it took like what? This is 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and we have a set of instructions for a GPT assistant, right? That's amazing, right? So let's go copy text. And then what I always like to do is just ask the LLM and say, hey, is this a good set of instructions for a GPT assistant? See what it says. This is a solid, comprehensive set of instructions that will guide a GPT assistant effectively supporting ebook writers. Here's an analysis, strength, suggestion for refinement, quick start, interactivity, data collection, clarity, simplify, and jargon. Overall, the set is comprehensive instruction. So perfect. So guess what? Then just go add if any of this stuff is like, oh yeah, that's important to me. Because a lot of times for me, it's not, but sometimes it is. If it is, I go take it. A lot of times it's stuff you're going to do after when you publish the thing, right? It's like, yeah, I know I'm going to do that. Like I'm just writing it right now. Yeah. So if this is part of that, then go back in and just ask it, say, hey, don't change anything with my instructions, but help me, add this in, and then say, hey, help me add this in, and whatever it is, right? But the point is, within a few minutes, you have a whole set of instructions. Now, what do you do with that set of instructions? Well, we take that set of instructions and we come over here to copilots, and we just simply go, new Copilot, and we're going to say Keith test for video ebook. And then I'm going to get, basically I can say right here, watch this, give it a description, give this assistant, we call them copilots, a good, concise description for the end user. Boom. And then that way we can take that, paste that in. Perfect. And if we give it a name, then we can give it a name, tell it, call it whatever. But there's your description. Bang that out there, take that off there, and you're good. Now, let's take the instructions, which were right here. So let's grab them. These are nice. And see how meaty the instructions are, because at the end of the day, you're running 7 prompts. That's why. And you can get all that output in one nice final, how you doing? Okay. And then we're going to take this and just put these in as the instructions. All right. Boom. There you go. Okay. Now, whatever category you want to put it in, that's fine. Ebook makes sense. And then obviously the model is GPT 1106 preview or GPT 4.0. If we want to use that model, we can use that model now too. And then you can add a video here. If you're, sharing this stuff with your user base, you can upload a file here. If you want to give it some supporting documentation, that's cool too. Either way, you have a lot of options here because you're creating this for yourself to use over and over again, but also for other people potentially on your team or people that you resell the software to. You can go in and use this. So let's say we're good. Let's hit save. And then under the ebook buddy, we're going to have a new one here, key test for ebook, video ebook. These can be embedded onto websites and landing pages if you want for your customers, which is cool. And I can just go in here now and start to have a conversation with the ebook buddy. And I can say, hey, how's it going? And I just can, literally go through and talk to it. And in my white label version of this, I just hit enter. For some reason here, when I hit enter, it doesn't go, but welcome. I'm your ebook writing assistant. How can I help you today? Right. So, I want to write an ebook on the topic of how to structure the perfect prompt for a large language model like ChatGPT. Okay. Now what's cool is, again, I'm showing you some people, you might be one of them. And depending on what you're writing, you might want to choose this tool, this Copilot tool. This tool is great for someone that wants to get to an end result, but get there in a chat fashion, right? With a specialized, fine-tuned set of AI instructions that are going to bring you there. And do it in a conversational way. So you feel like you've given all your input along the way and then get the end result, the document from the AI at the very end. Okay. So what's interesting is they just updated this. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. It's fine. We'll be able to get right back in and keep conversating with our ebook Copilot. So our conversation's right here. And it's basically saying, hey, that's a great topic, right? Introduction to large language models, principles of good prompt design, structuring. Then it's like next steps. Okay. So it's important to do if you've already started. And then it says, let's get this out of the way. Otherwise, let's flesh out the structure and main points you would like to cover. What are your initial thoughts? Yeah, let's get started. You guide me. Ask me what you need. Okay. So essentially, here we go. And now we're in this rhythm of, hey, maybe I sit here for an hour, have a cup of coffee, right? On a Saturday morning or a Monday morning. Doesn't even matter. Monday afternoon, doesn't matter. That's the best part about this, right? I sit down and now I'm guiding myself toward an ebook in an organized way where this is very conversational, right? Okay. So I'm going to gather some information, audience, purpose, all that stuff. Your answers will help. Okay. Let's go one step at a time. And sometimes I have to remind it. It's been instructed to go one step at a time, right? So it's really important to, if you just give it a nudge, it'll knock it back on track. And then it will say, okay, first, what's this? Right? So audience, right? It's going to, now you see, and I love this type of, I don't want to be overwhelmed with a bunch of information. I love to be able to, to do it this way, step by step, question by question till the end. And they give me what I want and I'm on my way. So again, a lot of times wizards are going to get you there faster. Prompts are going to get a lot of things there faster. Just raw chat is usually not going to be the preferred option for anything that's relevant, right? That if you're trying to do something quick and high quality, just starting from scratch with chat each time is definitely not the case. So anyway, if you don't have your 14-day trial of PromptROI yet, go get it, app.promptroi.io. And I hope you enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.